This is an example of using the SUMIF function inside Excel 2007, although it will probably work in most versions of Excel. Here I want to add up each individual salesperson, the sales values over a period of time, and you can see that Christy has had several sales through the time period. So to begin the SUMIF function, I click where I want the answer. Once I've done so, I click on the FX button to insert a function. If you've recently used the SUMIF function, you'll find the SUMIF function in your recently used category list. If not, go to the All category, click any function, type the letter S on the keyboard, and a short scroll will take you down to the SUMIF function. Once the dialog box appears, we need to deal with a range and a criteria, and in this example a sum range also. It's optional, you don't always have to use the sum range. So to begin with, my range are the cells that I want evaluated. In this case, the column B values, which contain the different salespeople's names as they make sales. Because I'm going to copy this formula down, I press function 4 on the keyboard, which puts $ into place in the formula and locks the range or makes it absolute. This is done because I'm going to copy the formula down later. My criteria is what I'm looking for, and what I'm looking for in this case is the salesperson in cell E3, Christy. So when it finds Christy's name down the list, it will then add up the numbers to the side when I specify the sum range. Because when I copy down this formula, I don't want E3 to change or to stay at E3. I need it to change to E4 and E5 and E6 so that I get Brian, Adam and Diane's results. I don't press function 4, I don't put $ into place. This leaves the reference as relative. My sum range are the numbers to add up. Now if my range being evaluated were numbers, I probably wouldn't need to use the sum range. However, in this example I do, because my range being evaluated is people's names. So my sum range are the numbers to add up, which are the cells in column C. Again, once I've selected, I'll press function 4 on the keyboard, which locks the reference. Clicking on the OK, I get Christy's result is 257, and copying down the formula, I get Brian's, Adam's and Diane's results. And that's the SUMIF formula. It adds up cells that meet given criteria in ranges to evaluate and adds up the numbers associated with them in the sum range.